Melaka built heritage. Melaka and history are inseparable, as these two words are very synonymous to each other. Malaysia's history itself was bloomed by Melaka since 600 years ago. Excellence, prosperity and rapid growth in trading had made Melaka a focal point by traders from east and west, and even among big powers such as the Portuguese, Dutch and British. The merge of races and cultures between the Melaka local community and foreign races had influenced the style of architecture for houses, forts, museums and places of worship and other buildings in Melaka. Malay-built heritage. One of the Malay heritage houses in Melaka is the Villa Sentosa, the living museum which is located at Kampung Morton. The hereditary house is mostly handmade. Its basic structure is made from different kinds of hardwoods such as jati, cengal, resak and merbau to ensure its construction is strong and stable. Its stairs are made from the laterite stones because of their durability and easy management. Its roof is made from various materials including belian wood, rumbia and nipa. Pastel color schemes is used to further enhance the Malay style house. Its walls and roofs are painted in light green color. Terracotta tiles are also used to decorate the garden. Apart from the Villa Sentosa, the living museum, the other Malay heritage that has the emerging influence of cultures and races are Kampung Hulu Mosque and Tengkera Mosque. Kampung Hulu Mosque. This mosque is among the earliest mosques in Melaka. The original building was built in 1720 during the Dutch period. In 1892, its structure had been strengthened using fine masonry. Its building characteristics are a combination of influences from Malay, Sumatran archipelago and Chinese. Its shape is square with 3 layers of roofs, which consist of the pyramid pagoda, complemented with a crown made from coral carvings and a tower. In addition to its function as a place of worship, this mosque has its own special identity. Tengkera Mosque. This mosque was originally built on the left side of the road from the Melaka town in 1728, and now the only thing left is the tower. The mosque was later rebuilt in the year 1226 Hijrah or the year 1780 as indicated on the mosque's archway. This mosque was the main mosque in Melaka before the state mosque on Bukit Pala was built. The mosque is rectangular in shape and has 3 layers of roofs, namely the roof with veranda, the second roof and the peak roof together with its crown are decorated with coral carvings. The prayer hall is divided into the main area and a veranda. The veranda uses tiles and its main prayer hall is made of granite. Its walls are decorated with tiles. Basically, the build of this mosque is a mixed architecture between the Melaka Malays, Indonesia archipelago and also Chinese. It can be observed clearly from the tiered roof shape of the mosque and crown that has a pagoda-like shape and the archway with unique roof decorated with attractive motifs. Indian-built heritage. During the Malay Sultanate, Melaka became a focal point for foreign traders, including those from India, consisting of Indian Muslims and Hindus. From the merge of races and cultural influences brought here, we are able to witness some of the heritage that can be seen until today. For the Indian Muslims, the Kampung Keling Mosque is one of the most important monuments left behind. The original mosque was a wooden building that was built in 1748 and it was renovated through fine masonry in 1872. It is one of Malacca's traditional mosques, which still exists in its original form. Its design is mostly influenced by designs from South India. It was built on a square piece of land with 3 entrances and 3 verandas, painted with white and green colors. Its roof design is influenced by Sumatran Malay architecture, which is of the 3-story pyramid in shape. The Greek Corinthian influences can also be seen from several corners, which contain the architectural elements of the Portuguese, British, Indian and Moorish. There are also Victorian chandeliers at several corners of the mosque, which portray varieties of multicultural influences on the design of this mosque. For the Hindus, among the building heritage left are the Sri Kalaisanatha Temple and Sri Poyatha Vinayagar Murti Temple. This temple has existed since 1781 in respect of the deity Vinayagar, and for this purpose an Indian black rock in the shape of elephant head is placed in its main hall. Several parts in the temple are also meant for the deity's family members, such as the mother, father and the brother deity Muruga. Several other deity idols such as Minachi, Siva, Rama and Amba are also located at several different corners in the temple. There are several statues in the shape of human, animal and other deity which can be seen from the outside garden. Its floor decorations have the motifs that are almost similar to those in the Kampong Kling Mosque. Sri Kalaisanatha Temple. The mixed marriages between Indian traders, who were Hindus, and the locals had resulted in a community known as Chitti. The built heritage can be seen at the Sri Kalaisanatha Temple. This temple was built on 20th September 1887 and it was restored in 1969. The design of this building is influenced by the Hindu religion. In this temple, there are also idols of deity Ganesha, Sivalingam, Murugan and Nataraja. The entrance to this settlement was designed with elephant heads on both pillars of the archway. Chinese built heritage. The arrival of the Chinese during the Melaka Malay Sultanate and the effect of multicultural influences had resulted in its own unique built heritage. Among the built heritage that can be seen until today is the Chen Hong Teng Temple. It is the earliest temple in ASEAN and is also known as the Green Cloud Temple and was built in 1673. It was built in respect of Kuan Yin, the merciful god, who is the patron for the 3 popular philosophical religions in the East, which are Buddhism, Taoism and Confucianism. Its roof, which is neatly combed upwards, is full of various statues and idols and carvings that reflect the deity, dragon, birds and portraits in different sizes and colors. Each aspect reflected in this temple has its own story regarding life, beliefs and interests of the Chinese. The dragon statue, for example, is the symbol of strength, justice and power. Baba Nyonya Museum or Chinese Palladian or Chinese Baroque. The mixed marriages between Chinese immigrants and the locals had resulted in a community called the Baba and Nyonya. The uniqueness in this house is the introduction of 2 concepts in the division of its main space. The concepts are 1. Seclusion, the arrangement of space and rooms to ensure comfort and good air circulation. 2. Privacy, ensuring the concept of respecting the right of space, room and individual privacy. The division of the main spaces includes Tiadato, Tiagalap, Chimche 1, Chimche 2, Chimche 3, Chimche 4, Tiah Abu and kitchen. The arrangement of these rooms serves their own purpose and role in supporting the above two concepts. Portuguese built heritage. Santiago Archway or A Famosa. Porto means archway in Portuguese. The Santiago Archway is one of the 4 entrances to A Famosa, which was built in 1512. Originally, A Famosa was a city whose walls are of 3 meters thick, using laterite rocks derived from destroyed palaces, mosses and graves. In 1641, the Dutch had restored and enlarged the city. The process was completed in 1670, and the emblem VOC, the Dutch East Indian Company, was placed on it. In 1807, William Farquhar, the British resident in Melaka, had blown the city up. However, Sir Stanford Raffles and Lord Minto obstructed the city from being further destroyed. Unfortunately, the only structure left is the Santiago Gate, which can be seen today. St. Paul's Church. This church is the earliest Catholic church, which was originally only a small chapel located on the Melaka Hill. The Portuguese built it in 1521. The Dutch had brought some changes by converting the usage of this church from Catholic to Protestant and renamed it to St. Paul's Church. It had also become a graveyard for several Portuguese and Dutch high-ranking officials. When Melaka was ruled by the British, the church was used as a warehouse to store armaments and artilleries. Now, St. Paul's Church remains as one of Portuguese well-known built heritage in Melaka. Dutch built heritage. Stadhuis. The Stadhuis building also means City Hall and was built by the Dutch in 1650s. Its design had been mainly influenced by Dutch style. This 4-story building, which covers an area of 49,200 square feet, was used as a Dutch governor's residence until early 18th century. The building became the Dutch administrative center until 1824. Later, the British had made this building as their administrative center, which continued under independent Malaysia until the end of 1979. The original color of this building was white, but later changed to red in the 1820s. It remained to be called as the Red Building from that time onwards. This Stadhuis building had undergone many changes since the British early days. However, the building still maintained the Dutch characteristics such as thick rock walls with large windows and doors. Below the building, there is a drainage system which is directed to the Melaka River. In the governor's office, there are hardwood carving decoration in the shape of flowers. Christchurch. This church was constructed by the Dutch in 1753 and was the earliest Protestant church in Malaysia. Several renovations had been made to this building, and in fact the original color of this building was white, and later in 1911 it was changed to red, which means the sign of bravery, durability and happiness. In terms of building design, this Christian church was built using laterite, and its floors were made from granite blocks. When the British took over this church in 1795, they made several improvements, such as a weather forecast apparatus in the shape of a cockerel, which is located on a bell tower. Previously, this church was called the Dutch Reformed Church, but later changed to Anglican Church. British built heritage. Bastion House. This historical building was constructed in 1910 by the Dunlop Rubber Company. Historically, this building was used as a venue for business transaction, administration center and accommodation for the staff. The unique square-shaped architecture and roof design, which is rather steep, clearly shows the influence of British design. Independence Declaration Memorial. The date of the Malayan independence declared was on the 20th of February 1956 at the Padang Bandar by Tunku Abdul Rahman was an important event to the country. The Melaka state government had recommended that the Melaka Club building, which belonged to the Rubber Planters Association, be converted as a memorial building for Malaysia's independence. This building was constructed in 1911 and its design shows the merging of cultures between the local people and British. It was officiated and opened to the public on the 31st of August 1985. This memorial holds artifacts and documents mostly on the Malaysian independence history. City character. Among the surroundings and old streets which are still in existence in their original forms are Heron Street, which has since the independence been changed to Tun Tan Cheng Lock Street. Jonker Street was first changed to Gelanggang Street and now known to the public as Hang Jebat Street. The public has accepted Tukang Emas Street, Tukang Besi Street and Tokong Street as Harmony Street due to the fact that Kampung Kling Mosque, Sri Poyata Vinayaga Murti Temple and the Cheng Hong Teng Temple are located adjacent to each other. All efforts done to maintain and preserve the historical heritage and buildings which have unique architecture needs to be continued so that this heritage can be shown to the present and future generations. The slogan, "To visit historical Melaka means to visit Malaysia," is timely and appropriate for Melaka, which is also known as Historical Melaka City.